Federal government approves establishment of over 8,000 new primary healthcare centers across the country.
This center is not just a brick and mortar institution. It is a lifeline. It is a symbol of preparedness in a nation that cares.
Ministry of Works and stakeholders iron out contending issues on Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway. Nigeria Center for Disease Control and Prevention, NCDC, confirms 85 deaths from cerebrospinal meningitis across 22 states. Hello and welcome to the news at 11 on NTA News 24. I'm Nancy Godi-Angonehu. Vice President Kashim Shettima says the federal government has approved the establishment of 8,808 new primary health care centers across the country under its comprehensive health sector renewal investment initiative for qualitative and affordable healthcare delivery. The Vice President was speaking at the inauguration of a 2 billion naira state-of-the-art ultra-modern trauma center at the Olabisi Onabanjo University Teaching Hospital, Shagamu, Ogun State. Hakim Jimo reports.
Vice President Kashim Shettima is optimistic that the establishment of the trauma center within the premises of the Olabisi Onabanjo University Teaching Hospital is strategically located due to its proximity to Lagos-Ibadan Expressway as well as Shagamu-Benin Expressway to care for accident victims. The Vice President acknowledged that the gesture is in line with the federal government's initiative to reposition the health sector for improved healthcare delivery services.
To like the federal government's commitment to building a health sector that works for all, especially in moments of distress, when accidents strike, when time is short, and when the difference between life and death is determined by the speed and quality of emergency intervention. This is why this center is not just a brick and mortar institution. It is a lifeline. It is a symbol of preparedness in a nation that cares. It is a sanctuary where the wounded can find healing and where families in despair can find hope.
The establishment of this trauma center marked a significant milestone in the quest to strengthen Ogun State's medical infrastructure. It will greatly complement our ongoing efforts to reposition the health sector towards enhancing the wellness and well-being of our citizens.
Goodwill messages centered on commendations to the federal government for its various giant strides in the transformation of the nation's economy, with an admonition to well-meaning Nigerians to contribute their quota to societal development. From Shagamu, in Shagamu local government area of Ogun State, Hakim Jimo, NTA News.
To ensure that all involved in the construction of Lagos-Calabar Highway are on the same page as the project progresses, the federal government Ministry of Works has organized a follow-up town hall meeting in Lagos. Lanre Belei reports that the Minister of Works, companies, property owners and communities along the coastal highway routes ironed out contending issues.
Minister of Works David Umahi stated that the engagement became necessary to ensure transparency in dealing with issues in realigning steps taken and to showcase the level of work on the road.
This is investment and this is commendable. And the third legacy project is the one that is coming from Calabar, going through my own state, through Enugu, through Benue, through Nasarawa, Kogi, Nasarawa and Abuja.
It's a town hall meeting that everybody, all stakeholders, the property owners, the communities, the businessmen along the route, and discuss issues with the federal government.
The government, through these infrastructures, have been able to unleash the wealth of this corridor.
So we are almost around 15 to 20 kilometers out of 55 kilometers that are ongoing simultaneously. We have already achieved 2 kilometers on both sides with CRCP.
Community leaders used the opportunity to express satisfaction over the project. David Umahi stated that the stakeholders meeting is also part of the federal government's desire to ensure that projects with huge socio-economic benefits such as the Lagos-Calabar Highway are carried out, considering the interest of those affected. In Lagos, Lanre Bilayi, NTA News.
The Nigeria Center for Disease Control and Prevention, NCDC, has confirmed 85 deaths from cerebrospinal meningitis, CSM, across 22 states. The NCDC says it has therefore activated a national multi-sectoral emergency operations center to coordinate the country's response efforts. According to the NCDC's Week 12 report covering March 17 to 23, 2025, the worst hit states include Yobe, Jigawa, Bauchi, and Zamfara, accounting for over 90% of confirmed cases. The report also shows that 93 local government areas across 22 states have been affected, with 49 local government areas reporting at least one confirmed case. The NCDC says control efforts are being complicated by several challenges, including low vaccination coverage, inadequate healthcare infrastructure, delayed healthcare seeking behavior, and limited access to laboratory testing. Speaking on the situation, Dr. Ejide Idris, the NCDC Director General, emphasized the agency's commitment to tackling the outbreak, adding that since October 2023, 1,625 people have been infected, and efforts are underway to improve coordination, mobilize resources, and ensure a rapid, data-driven response across all affected states. Dr. Idris also urging Nigerians to take preventive measures such as avoiding overcrowded spaces and seeking prompt medical attention if symptoms like sudden fever, headache, neck stiffness, and vomiting occur. Operatives of a Special Operations Unit of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA, have arrested two brothers, John Abugu and Kenneth Abugu, at the Murtala Mohammed International Airport, Lagos, with 5 kilograms of cocaine concealed in walls of their suitcases while attempting to board a flight to India. The two brothers claimed they were traveling to India for medical treatment, but when their suitcases were thoroughly searched by NDLEA officers, whitish powdery substances later confirmed to be cocaine were discovered on the walls of their bags. In a similar development, NDLEA officers intercepted a 20-year-old Ghanaian British man, Parker Darren Hazekia Osei, with 36 parcels of loud, a strong strain of cannabis weighing 19.40 kg, packed in a giant traveling bag. The suspect, who claims he is a student of computer science at East London University, UK, was arrested during the inward clearance of passengers on an Ethiopian Airlines flight from Bangkok, Thailand, at the e-arrival hall of the Lagos airport. Other arrests took place in Yobe, Abia, Kogi, Anambra, Cross River, and the FCT commands, with large-scale illicit drugs seized. Chairman and Chief Executive Officer of NDLEA, Brigadier General Muhammad Buba Amarwa, retired, in a statement appreciated operational successes of the officers across the country, especially their balanced approach to drug supply reduction and drug demand reduction efforts. National Security Advisor Nuhu Ribadu is urging people of Plateau State to coexist peacefully for meaningful development. This was while addressing newsmen in Jos on recent attacks in Bokos local government area. Ndeyang and Deyaba Giang reports.
The recent attacks in Bokos by some suspected hoodlums led to the death of some residents. National Security Advisor Nuhu Ribadu was in Jos to commiserate with government and people of the state over the incident. He urged security agencies to sustain efforts in securing lives and property of citizens.
Nigeria will continue to be grateful to the members of the armed forces and the security services. We are going through tough times, difficult times, but it's not going to be forever. The issue of security is for all of us. All of us will have to come together. Everybody do have a role to play, particularly communities, those who have been living together for years and decades. I think time has come for us to say enough is enough.
The National Security Advisor also expressed concern over media reports on the attacks.
We'll also appeal to the media to always verify and report appropriate, correct situations and what happened. Telling the truth helps for us to go through this difficult period. It helps for us to heal. It helps for us to get back on track and live in peace and security.
He appealed to the people to continue to coexist peacefully for meaningful development. In Jos, Indenyan, and Diabajang, NTA News.
The Nigerian Correctional Service Bayelsa State Command has debunked reports making the rounds in some sections of the social media that former President Goodluck Jonathan and the wife Dame Patience Jonathan illegally detained 15 domestic staff without fair trial at the Medium Security Custodial Center, Okaka, Bayelsa State. The rumor has been in circulation purporting that the former First Lady detained the said domestic staff since 2019 for theft, and that there was a closed-door meeting between the former First Lady and top correctional officers of the Nigerian Correctional Service Bayelsa State Command. The command in a statement described the statements as unfounded and attempts to tarnish the good image of the service. The command states that the said inmates were remanded in custody by the High Court 1 of Bayelsa State and have been attending trials as and at when due. The command notes that no one can be admitted into any custodial center in Nigeria without a valid warrant from a competent court of jurisdiction. On this note, they are not in its custody illegally, as they were all accompanied with valid remand warrants from the court. Thus is the news at 11 on NTA News 24. We take a break.
Our major currency unit is the Naira, while the minor unit is the Kobo. They are both in notes and coins. The Naira is more than just a medium of exchange. It bears the images of our heroes. So, stop abusing the Naira. It is a criminal offense to spray the Naira at events. Stop stepping on the Naira. It's not your enemy. Do not squeeze, ruffle, or write on the Naira. Handling the Naira with dirty or oily hands can deface the Naira. Love the Naira as you love yourself. Be a real Nigerian.
This message was brought to you by the National Orientation Agency, NOA.
Thanks for staying with us. Promoting and fostering a sense of personal integrity, honesty, and genuine love was the focus of the 2025 International Day of Conscience, which is celebrated on the 5th of April every year. The event with the theme, The Power of Conscience in Cultivating Culture of Peace and Unlocking Economic Development and Growth in Nigeria, brought together various intellectuals, religious scholars, and other key players who brought the message home on the need to always do the right thing and show empathy towards others in all situations. Thus, they say, is key to personal growth and national development.
To promote love, tolerance, acceptance, and care among people,
we need to take a collective action to make Nigeria a better home by upholding justice, adhering to moral principles, concern for the well-being of others.
We should continue to use our conscience, good conscience, to bring up our children in the fear of God and in the nurture of the Lord.
This is exactly what the world needs at this moment.
If we understand that conscience is inner peace and integrity, then every one of us will want to, operate on that level. So it's just important that we continue to create awareness.
At this moment where we are as a country, we need to reach out to one another. We need to support one another. So in any way that we can, we should be able to reach out to people. We should be able to provide for communities, the people that are immediate around us.
The Office of the Special Advisor on Security Matters to the Governor of Yobe State has raised concern over what it described as fake intelligence reports titled Immediate Security Alert being circulated throughout the social media. The information, which is false and the work of mischief makers, did not emanate from the Office of the Special Advisor. A statement signed by the Special Advisor on Security Matters, Brigadier General Dahiru Abdusalam, retired, says the fake information is aimed at causing panic among the general public and should be discountenanced, urging law-abiding citizens of the state and particularly residents of Damaturu to go about their normal businesses. It was a demonstration of spirit of resilience and commitment to national unity as officers and men of the Niger State Police Command joined their counterparts across the country to commemorate the National Police Day with a walkathon. Husseina Musa reports that the walkathon, which was done to create awareness, is part of activities lined up to celebrate efforts of the Nigeria Police Force in combating insecurity and other vices ahead of the national celebrations.
Officers and men of the Niger State Police Command in the walkathon went round Minna Metropolis to create awareness on the efforts of the police in maintaining its constitutional responsibility of protecting lives and property of the citizens. The command during the walk advocated the need for the public to say no to all forms of crime and criminality, including sexual-based violence, kidnapping, armed robbery, cybercrime, vandalism, thuggery, drug and substance abuse. The State Commissioner of Police, Adamu Abdullahi Eleman, during the engagement said the police are out to ensure a peaceful society safe for all law-abiding citizens.
Let the public see us as their friends, as theirs. Without the public, we are nothing. We have been employed and paid to serve the public. So we'll make sure that definitely criminals have no place in Niger State.
Niger State Police Command had earlier commemorated the National Police Day with series of community outreaches such as stakeholders engagement, town hall meetings, community sanitations, medical and school outreaches, with police personnel across Niger State divisions attending to people. In Minna, Husseina Musa, NTA News.
This is the news at 11 on NTA News 24. Let's take a quick look at our major stories. Federal government approves establishment of over 8,000 new primary healthcare centers across the country.
This center is not just a brick and mortar institution. It is a lifeline. It is a symbol of preparedness in a nation that cares.
Ministry of Works and stakeholders iron out contending issues on Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway. Nigeria Center for Disease Control and Prevention confirms 85 deaths from cerebrospinal meningitis across 22 states.
This is NTA News 24.
Thanks for staying with us. Accelerating actions towards healthcare, the Defense and Police Officers' Wives Association, DPOA, says begins with personal health routine. This is the reason the association is amplifying the voices of women on early diagnosis and prevention of diseases within the military. Defense correspondent Ismail Musa reports that this was the message at a health walk put together by DIPOA in Abuja.
Physical exercise, regular checks and proper diet, medical experts say, are healthy tips to warding off diseases. Promoting a productive and a healthy lifestyle within the military community, the DIPOA president stressed, is critical to sustaining a formidable home front to boost the morale of officers and soldiers in different internal security operations.
We are going to be sending our exercise videos to know whether you are keeping up with what you are doing. And then portion control of our food, very important. Overall living, 80% is the food we take in, 20% is just the exercise, just to tone our body.
All over Nigeria, people will see that women are waking up and still going out and exercising and using it as an example in their homes. You don't have to join a gym. You can walk around your compound, you can walk around your neighborhood.
Why go under the knife and risk your life when you can walk out and live well? So because I'm a testimony, I have no scars, no marks, with 4 kids, so it means we can do it. As women, when you're healthy, your child is healthy.
It means the more you exercise, you need to balance it with what you put into your stomach. You need to be careful with what you eat. So if you say anyway, no matter what I eat, I go to gym, I do my exercises, and I think I can eat whatever I want. It is not good for you.
Medical experts at the health walk enjoin women to prioritize their health through regular medical checks and tests. In Abuja, Ismail Musa, NTA News.
Third inter-schools athletics competition of all the nomadic schools in Omoran Zone in Kwara State has been concluded. Executive Chairman, Kwara State Universal Basic Education Board, Professor Shehu Rahim Adaramaja, assured the nomadic communities that the state government will continue to play its part towards the provision of qualitative basic education for nomadic children in the state. Shola Wahid has more.
Students from 9 nomadic primary schools participated in the inter-schools athletic competition. Events competed for include 50-meter race, 100-meter race, filling the basket, egg race, and threading the needle, among others. There were also match pass and cultural display. The Executive Chairman, Kwara State Universal Basic Education Board, Professor Shehu Rahim Adaramaja, noted that the sporting events were intended to promote inclusive education and contribute to the all-round development of the nomadic children.
The normal sport competition that we used to have, we observed that this category of children always stand alone. They look at us from a distance. And we believe that bringing them on board will help the society at large. Across the 16 local government areas, we have nomadic schools everywhere. And of course, we have at least between 5 and 10% of our marching ground that is devoted to that aspect of basic education.
There were goodwill messages and presentation of trophies to the outstanding nomadic schools. The event was attended by the Olumu of Umano, other traditional chiefs, as well as education stakeholders from Irekodun Zone. Shola Wahid, NTA News.
With that report, we conclude the news. Thank you for watching.